What is a millennial? A millennial is somebody who belongs to the millennial generation. They were born between the early 1980s to the early 2000s. However, the term still has a fairly loose interpretation, which means that millennials' birthdays may be slightly before or after this period. The term Generation Y means the same as Millennial Generation. They follow Generation X, which refers to people born between 1965 and the end of the 1970s. The Millennial Generation, or Millennials, have more synonyms than any other of society's age groups. They are also called the Peter Pan generation, the Boomerang generation, Generation We, the Echo Boomers, and, as I've already mentioned, Generation Y. They are sometimes referred to as the Echo Boomers because they are the offspring of the Baby Boomers. All the terms in this image you can see have the same meaning. Tabloids stereotype millennials as whiny, self-absorbed, tech-immersed, needy, lazy, and narcissistic individuals. They are said to demand instant and constant gratification and have lost the art of conversation. The tabloids blame their indulgent and overprotective parents who never allowed them to grow up. However, if you ask them to provide evidence that millennials aren't open-minded, liberal, passionate about equality, and self-expressive, they would most likely fail. According to sociologists, seniors have been stereotyping younger generations throughout history. Ever since we first walked the earth, there has always been a generation gap. Isn't it unfair to say that millennials have lost the art of conversation just because they like to chat online? Online chats are a form of conversation. In fact, one could say that millennials today have more ways to have a conversation than their ancestors. Over the last 130 years, we have classified groups of people according to their age and given each group a name. People born between 1890 and 1915 belonged to the lost generation. On each occasion, the older generations criticized some of the preferences and behaviors of their younger counterparts. Jazz was widely criticized when it first appeared in the 1920s, as was Elvis Presley in the 1950s, and long-haired men and hippies in the 1960s.